Students, so in this video, we are going to study about the angles and their measures. Now, today we are going to study that how can we draw the angles in the standard position by using the clockwise or the anti-clockwise direction. So, how can we make an angle? First of all, in order to draw an angle, it is important to understand that you can draw an angle with the combination of two rays, and how to make or how to rotate the rays so that you can get an angle. For angles you need the two rays, okay, and one ray has to be in the standard position, which is said to be initial form. So if anything is from the origin and pointing on the right hand side, this is your initial ray. Now this initial ray, another ray which can move, okay, which can be moved or it can be rotated to make an angle. So this other ray is said to be terminal arm or terminal side or terminal ray. Now initial ray stay the same. So if I just move it over here, so this is my terminal ray. So now the angle from here till here is something known as theta. I can move the ray over here, but you can see that the initial ray stays at the same position. I can move the ray in other direction also and so on. But if I rotate the other ray in the anti-clockwise direction, then my angle will be positive. Then my angle will be positive. But the same ray, but I am rotating it from the initial position in the other clockwise direction. So this is my direction right now. For rotation, this is my direction. So in that case, means if I'm moving in the clockwise direction, so in that case, the angle will be negative. So keep it in mind that on rotating the ray or the terminal side to make an angle in the anti-clockwise or the counterclockwise direction, we will make a positive angle. On the contrary, if we just make an angle by rotating our terminal side in the clockwise direction, we will definitely get a negative angle. Now we must know if the word rotation comes, then of course we are talking about circular motion. So remember that one rotation, it is equals to 360 degrees. So if I just draw these 360 degrees with the help of a coordinate plane, then remember that the 0 degree is here. Why? Because both the rays are in the standard position. They are not moving. Both the rays are one over the other. Now if I rotate it counterclockwise and I make a straight line like here 90 degrees. Okay, so this is the right angle triangle. So on the top I will get 90 degrees. If one ray is on the right hand side, the other rays is pointing to the other direction, it means I am going to make an straight angle which is said to be 180 degree. Now make sure that you are rotating in the counterclockwise direction. Now if you rotate and your terminal side come over here, means all the way from here till here in the counterclockwise direction, then this angle is said to be 270 degrees. When you return back to the initial position after completing one rotation, now you can say that one rotation is done, that is said to be 360 degrees. Now, One rotation gives you 360 degrees. So understand one more thing over here. It is important to understand that if I say draw a 360 degree or show me the 360 degree. So here at this side, both the angles, both the sides, terminal and the standard side at this point. But after rotating, you are coming. After one rotation, you are coming. So you will show your rotation like that. Now you want more rotation. It means you want the 700 you want to draw the 720 degree. So one rotation you came. So let's see here. Okay, both the rays are over each other. But what happened? First of all, you come to the terminal side and you one rotation is done. Then again you want to rotate one more time. Then again it is two rotation. So 720 degree. If you want to rotate one more time, it means 720 plus 360. Yani 3 times you have rotated. Or you can say 360 times 3 rotations. But the rotations will be shown by like this. One, here then you have the two rotation and now you have the three rotation. And you have made the three rotation, so you can say that you have made 1080 degrees. So I hope that you understood this thing. So for now the another thing. Now as we said that if I ask you to draw, let's start making the drawing over here. As I said that if you rotate in the anti-clockwise direction, it will gives you a positive angles. And if you move in the clockwise direction, you will get a negative angle. Now let's try to draw it. So first thing, what is important to understand that we have here 0 degree, 90 degrees, here we have 180 degrees and of course here 270, and when we come back to the original position then we will have the 360 degrees. Now they ask us to make the 140 degrees. So the terminal side stay as it is. You have to move, initial side stay as it is. You have to move the terminal side to make the 140 degree. Of course, 140 degree. Now these are the quadrants. The first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. Now of course, 140 degree lies between 90 and 180 degree, which means you will find this or you will make it in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, somewhere here 140 degree between 90 and 180. Now how to show this thing with the help of the arrow? You just move in the anti-clockwise direction. The reason is it is 140 degrees. Let's try to make 320 degrees. So we have here 0 and 360 degree, here 90, here 180 and here 270 degrees. 320 degrees, of course, you will find in the fourth quadrant. Reason is it is between 270 and 360 degrees. So the initial side stay at the same position. You moved your terminal side and somewhere here you will get here 320 degrees. Don't write inside this one because one rotation you came over here. So indicate your angle from outer side. Now it is what? It is your 320 degrees. Let's try to make negative 75 degree. How you will make this negative 75 degree? Of course, this negative 75 shows that you have to move in the clockwise direction. So in the clockwise direction, scenario is changed. Here again 0 degree. In the clockwise direction, this is your negative 90 degree. Here negative 180 degree and here negative 270 degree. Again come back to the negative 360 degree. If you move in the clockwise direction. So in the clockwise direction, it's negative 75 between 0 and negative 90. So here somewhere. So you will find the initial side. The initial side never change. Only the terminal side moves. And you are moving now in the clockwise direction. That's why it is negative 75 degree. So be careful. If you are bringing the angle from the outer side, showing your direction in the anti-clockwise, it is about 320. You can see in the second. And now if you move here in the fourth question, it is in the opposite direction. Now let's make 480. So first of all, ask yourself a question. What is 480 degree? You have only one rotation. One rotation equals to 360 degree, which means 480. For 480 it moved more. After one revolution it moved more. So how much it moved more? So you can say 480 minus 360 degree, it will gives you 120 degrees. It means after taking one rotation, you moved more 120 degrees. So how can we show this one? Our 120 degrees, of course, in the second quadrant, because here 180 and here we have 90 degrees. Now, if we were moving our standard size or our initial arm stay at the same place, we have to move 120 degree only. So this is your 120 degree. But in 120 degree, you rotated one more time because 360, one revolution. So first of all, you will show 360, come back till the 120 degree. Now this gives you 480 degree. Let's try to solve two more questions, that is 560 and negative 675 degrees. How can we make them? Let me erase this. So 560 degrees. So how many more rotations you have taken? So of course it is bigger than the 360 degree. So erase or delete or minus or cancel out 360 degree from it. So 0, 0, 200. So you have moved after one revolution, you have covered more 200 degrees distance. So let's try to draw our normal. First of all, here it is 90, 180, 270. So 200 is near this one, right? So the initial arm stay at the same position. Now you have to take one rotation first of all, then come back to the 200. So 200 is here, right? So you just draw the angle from here. Join the vertex. Now this is what? This is your 560 degrees. Now negative 675. Now ignore this negative sign. The reason is that this only shows the direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Negative shows that this is the clockwise direction. But while solving, you just ignore the negative sign. So what you will do, first of all, you have how many degrees, how many revolutions it has taken first of all. You have to understand this thing. So understand. So 675 minus 360 gives you what? It will gives you 315. So it means 315 in the fourth quadrant. So the first initial arm stay at the same side. Now in the fourth quadrant, 315 somewhere here. But you are coming back after taking one revolution. So show one revolution and then come back to 315 degree. Write it on the outer side. But did I make it correct? No. Why? Because I had to move clockwise direction. Now it means I make 315 plus 360. Now this is what I made. I made it plus 675 degrees. Let's check how can I make negative 675. So what is the difference between this and that question? The plus and the minus sign. So if you will ignore plus or minus sign, it means your question can be wrong because you are not showing the correct direction. So where is 315 in the negative direction? Of course, in the negative direction, you will use the clockwise rotation. So one clockwise rotation is over here like this, right? Now 315. So understand, this is your negative 90, negative 180, negative 270, and here negative 360. It means negative 315 will come over here somewhere. So now at this side you have to draw the. Now this is the angle. So here we have 360. Now compare this question with the previous one where you make a mistake of where we wrote it with the plus 675. So you can see that they are the reflection of each other. The plus 65 and minus 675, they are the reflection of each other. Thank you. So I hope that you understood that how can we sketch the graphs. In the next part, we will study more.